welcome back. We're here with our second interview for tonight with James Joseph and Anoop Anand. Hello and welcome to our show for tonight.
Thank you.
Can you
pleasure.
Yes. Can you tell us more about VAIDYA? What is that the term, correct?
VAIDYA. VAIDYA is basically a term used to refer to a physician of Ayurveda or a practitioner of Ayurveda. In olden days, this profession of Vaidya, it used to run in the family. There were people, senior doctors senior Vaidyas who used to teach their family members, younger ones from their family, and they in turn used to assist the senior Vaidyas in carrying out the treatment. So it used to run in the family, but now there are specialized colleges who teach Ayurveda as a profession.
And is it like some sort of science that they could learn more of? Or is it something that, as you said, they would inherit and know more too?
It's actually a science in that basically it's like traditional science.
Yes. Right now on the screen, I believe this is a picture of Ayurveda. Can you tell me more about what we're saying here?
This picture basically shows that Ayurveda is a holistic science. It takes care, it's used basically natural products from the nature.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So all those natural products that we get from nature would help us in what sort of ways?
See, basically everything that is natural is supposed to be healthy. So Ayurveda is a completely natural stuff. Means it has been learned from experience of wise forefathers around 5,000 years back when there was no research laboratories. That time in particular, people actually observed the nature and found out through their experience, means what is good for them and what is bad for them. So experience matters more in terms of health.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
James, can you tell us more about the inspiration that you got to open Ayurveda here in Kuwait?
Yes, of course, it's my privilege. First, I take time to thank His Highness Amir and Crown Prince, and also KTV2 and Ministry of Information, and all the people in Kuwait for giving an opportunity to serve the people here with the basic Ayurvedic science, which helps the people to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. Can you tell me more about Ayurveda and how you would describe it in a nutshell?
To explain about Ayurveda, the term Ayurveda comes from two words, Ayus and Veda. So to sum it up, it means the science of life. So as I was telling it earlier, around 5,000 years ago when there were no research laboratories and all, they observed the nature and found out that the whole of the universe is made up of 5 basic elements: the sky, the air.
Very interesting. And what about this image here?
It's of a Vaidya who is checking up the patient. He's examining his patient.
Very interesting. Can you continue on with the nutshell that you had?
So the 5 basic elements of the earth, of the universe, which our wise forefathers found out, was that the whole universe is made up of sky, the air, the fire, water and earth. So we are born in this universe, so our body is no different from the universe. We are born in this, and in the end we mix with these 5 basic elements. So the first major concept of Ayurveda is the Panchabhuta Siddhant, Panch Mahabhuta Siddhant. So it comes according to this. And then in our body, these 5 basic elements, they combine to form 3 vital life forces. It's known as Tridosha. So they say it's sky and air, it combines to form the Vata life force. The fire and water, it combines to form the Pitta. And the earth and water, it combines to form the Kapha. So these 3 basic vital life forces, if they are in balance in our body, we are healthy. If there is any imbalance, we fall sick. So it's the aim of the Ayurvedic practitioner to basically balance these doshas to attain perfect health.
Very interesting. James, how is from your perspective, how is Ayurveda very important here in Kuwait?
See, all the people wanted to live a healthy and happy life. But at present, the world is under the shadow of sickness and death.
Yes.
The reason is mainly when we go for the modern medicine, it is developed just almost 50 to 60 years back. But Ayurveda is more than 5,000 years proved health science. When it is in Kuwait, how we are resisting the extreme climate conditions, because adapting the technology of air conditioning as well as heat is in the winter. But are we really adapting to the healthy needs of the country that we have to think of, using the natural resources we have here? For example, how nature will replenish us from our tiredness or difficulties or sickness. I just tell you an example. Few years back, when myself and family went for a trip to Jog Falls, one of the tallest waterfall in the world, in Karnataka district in India, 1,400 feet down, we climbed down over the steps, and just in half an hour we climbed up. But even then, our 2 children and my wife were not tired, and the next day we were as normal as just healthy people. This happened because we were going down and climbing up through a natural settings, herbal medicinal plants and the air that breathes. So what is the best natural possible solutions in Kuwait for preventing the diseases of the people? We are building up more hospital facilities and more facilities to treat the patient, but are we really looking at the fact that can we prevent most of these diseases? This is where the relevance of Ayurveda comes in Kuwait.
Very interesting. There is an image on the screen right now. Can you tell me more about what we're seeing here?
Yeah, this is what I was explaining. The 3 vital life forces, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The Vata is made of air and sky, Pitta is made up of fire and water, and Kapha is made up of water and earth. So according to the property of air and space, Vata is supposed to be light, dry and cool, Pitta is supposed to be hot, moist and light, and Kapha is supposed to be heavy, cold and moist.
Very interesting. And can you tell me how Ayurveda helps people here in Kuwait and leads to a better, healthy lifestyle?
Of course, I can tell, for example, if you take the World Health Organization statistics of the mortality rate and the major 10 causes of diseases, the first major reason of death of all the people is ischemic heart disease. Second one is the stroke, and third one is the respiratory disease, OPD, like that, lung diseases. If you consider heart diseases, the number of treatment centers increases very high months or yearly. But how can we stop getting the heart disease or prevent at the early stages itself? That is what most of the people are not, we are not really doing it. So if you come to the point of Ayurveda, Ayurveda give you a preventive plan on heart disease and also a plan to cure the heart diseases without an interventional means. And also with the present medical laboratory facilities, technology can be incorporated to test the efficacy of the Ayurvedic treatment of the heart diseases as well as lung diseases. Especially a country like Kuwait, where there is more dust storms and little extreme climates, more lung diseases are there existing. And these also can be countered by therapeutic oil and medicinal Ayurvedic oils.
Yes, so it would be able to cure and treat all those different diseases.
Yes, increase the resistance of the people and to keep away even the skin diseases of the people.
Very interesting. Can you tell me how Ayurveda differs from modern medicine?
Yeah, basically when you see about modern medicine, if you go to a doctor, you go to a nephrologist, you go to a diabetologist, you go to a orthopedician. In Ayurveda, we don't see different parts of a person. We see the person as a whole. When a person comes for a consultation, we don't see just one part of it. We see the whole body. We ask, when you undergo a Ayurvedic consultation, we just inquire about the whole lifestyle of the patient, what he eats, what is her profession, everything we inquire, and from that we come to know how the disease progressed. And when we treat the disease, we don't just treat that disease as a whole, we treat the patient full. Many a times patient doesn't tell all the symptoms. But when we treat it comes, all the symptoms get well. For example, patient may be coming for headache, but the patient may be having some other problem also.
We see a picture here. Can you tell us more about this picture as well?
This is a type of Ayurvedic examination wherein just by checking the pulse, we come to know about the body changes, the imbalance in the body.
And what about this one? Is it the same thing as well?
Yeah, it's the same thing that Vaidya is checking the pulse of the patient.
Here we have the order of eating. Can you
Yeah.
tell us more about this cycle of food?
Ayurveda says there are 6 different types of taste. Sweet, sour, salty, then pungent, astringent, and bitter.
Yes.
So these 6 different tastes, we should have all of them together. Means that is the order. First you should have sweet, then sour, then salty. That should be the order. That if that order is followed properly and all the 6 different tastes of the are taken together, then only a person can have the balance of the life forces in his body.
Very interesting. James, how can we reach you, the Instagram account that you have?
Yeah, you can reach the Instagram account, and also we have the site
Yes. Can you tell us?
ayurvedakuwait.com and Ayurveda Q8, and then Ayurveda Kerala. Also, you can get the site details.
Very interesting. Thank you so much. We're going to cut to another report, which is the Embassy of Korea in Kuwait celebrating its National Day.
The Embassy of the Republic of Korea recently hosted a special dinner that marks 2 significant events: National Foundation Day and the Armed Forces Day. The evening reflected the heart of Korea's rich culture and heritage.
So congratulations on that foundation of that great country of Korea. So of course, Japan and South Korea is a very close friends. We all the time work together in the construction of Kuwait and GCC countries. We are looking forward working together with the Korean people, Japanese people together.
Actually, in Korea, today is, we call it Hangul Day. The King Sejong invented Hangul, the Korean language. The embassy is celebrating a national day and armed force national day. We congratulate the embassy, all the work they have done, and the relationship that with the Kuwait. We appreciate all the alliance and cooperation that both countries have been developed.
South Koreans around the world rejoice and mark these significant occasions with much pride and honor by hosting colorful, vibrant events in Korea and in different corners of the world.
Thank you for joining us to celebrate our National Foundation Day and the Armed Forces Day. Each of these days signifies a cornerstone for our national identity and integrity, which have been earned with the perseverance and determination of the Korean people throughout the more than 4,000-year-long history of the Republic of Korea. And now the Korea and Kuwait relations are rapidly growing. Particularly in recent years, the President Park Geun-hye made a state visit to Kuwait last month in March, and the Kuwait Prime Minister paid the landmark visit to Korea this year in May. They're setting a new horizon of cooperation between our 2 countries.
South Koreans can be seen sporting the traditional South Korean attire on this day. Musical concerts and festivals are held on the streets, where people are seen to celebrate such special and significant occasions with great fervor.
Welcome back. That was the celebrations in the Korean embassy. We're going to cut to another report, which is all about the 7th meeting causes scientific retreat in Islamic civilization. So let's check that out together.